Hey everyone, I am S2, or more appropriately SyntaxTwo, and welcome back to some more Hearthstone. It has been a little while since I recorded, what with New Year's and Christmas being all around, but now is the first and we're back. So, it's going to be a lot of fun to continue the arena game where we are 4-1. See if we can get that to be 6-1, 5-1, or, you know, maybe at least not get kicked out right away. Like I said, it has been a little while since I recorded, so I'm not quite sure I remember. I had a lot of pre-recorded videos for the past week or so. Alright, we're up against a warrior. That should be fun.
You asked for it.
Or horrific. Who knows? I think I'll keep the other three. I like those. I like the polymorph too, and apparently the game decided I should have it because I just got it back. Ah, well, greetings to you. Oh, and an Argent Squire. Not a bad one-cost card, really. I mean, you get Divine Shield. Very nice. I'm considering just using the coin to get the Trog out, so I have something out on the first turn. It's always nice. I'm sorry. Yes, it's always nice to get a Stone Splinter Trog. Yes, of course. I thought it was the one that got more health when you... he managed to knock his own Argent up. Well, that's the... Yes, that was an error, wasn't it? That is the chance you take when you play the Mad Bomber. As I was saying, I thought this was the one that got... attack damage whenever someone dies, but it is actually whenever your opponent casts a spell, which is not a bad card by any means. Of course, I'm just gonna go 1-for-1 there, and end the turn, clear the board, so to speak. I think, all things considered, that went in my favor. That has... Alright, it's the 2-4 enrage, or no, whenever a minion takes damage, gain 1 attack. That's pretty cool, actually. That would go very well with my Stone Skin Gargoyle, I would say. So I shouldn't play that, should I? Should I play the Wind Fury? And Thrallmar Farseer? Yeah, I probably should. Get that out there. He'll have to try and get rid of it somehow. Because it does have Wind Fury. It's only a 2-3, but that is 4 damage. So it's a 4-3 for 3. It's not terrible. Let's see what he plays out. He will take that damage. Here comes a 4-2. And then he's got... Ah, look at that. Battlecry. Deal 1 damage to a minion. And grant it +2. In this case, it killed it. That's, it's pretty nifty, that. Alright, let's see. We've got a couple of Arcane Nullifiers, which is great for tanking. Got a piloted Shredder, which I really want to get out. But right now, I feel like...
I wonder.
I feel like the most important thing for me to do right now is... if I use the Kono... No, I'll pretty much have to, really. He's gonna get like 8... It's gonna be like an 8-1. Which is gonna be incredibly dangerous if I don't manage to kill it next turn. So I really, really hope that I can. Whenever you summon a minion with 3 or less attack, give it charge. It's a pretty good card. Oh, I can get rid of his card this turn though. Which is good. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to spend 2 mana on it, but there's really no ifs about that decision. I think I'm gonna play out the Gargoyle. It's a nice little card to have. Don't like the way this Micro Machine is turning. It's a 5-1. Oh, he's got another Frothing Berserker. Oh man. He has a lot of cards out right now. And they all have charge. Ay. Well, this could turn out to become a very dangerous deck indeed. I think he's playing a charge deck. Meaning he will throw out as many things as he possibly can. I'm gonna put out the Nullifier. Of course, it's not good for me. Like... Ah, man. I'm gonna have to get rid of at least one of his cards, but his Frothing Berserker is just gonna... He's just going to destroy me with it. At this point he can also actually take out my... Oh man, yep. Look at that. He can really just get rid of my nullifier. Right there. And then he'll still get 12 damage through. Oh my god. 14 damage even. I'm almost dead already. That is incredible. He must have gotten exactly what he needed to create this. My god. Alright. Let's see if we can stop this inevitability from happening. I really don't think I have what I need, so I'm just gonna go ahead and blow myself up. I did not have what I needed to be able to stop him. No matter what I did, I would have taken 4 damage, plus his weapon, of course. So we are 4 for 2. It means I think we've lost the last 2 games, technically speaking, which is fine, because we're gonna have another game right away, and hopefully we can get a win out of that one. Man, warriors can really be brutal when they get those charge combos out. To have all creatures with less than 3 attack get charge, that's brutal. We are up against another mage, which should be fun. I quite enjoy mage versus mage, even though I kinda hate playing mages. Against them, that is. Jeez, this is a bit of a tricky one. I think I'm going to keep my Arcane Intellect and just drop the other 2, hopefully get out a card that's better to start off with. Don't know if I... well, that's a bit of a bummer. But, give it a couple of turns, and I'll probably be able to... Okay, he could not do anything either. Let's play out the Haunted Creeper right away. And then I think I might wait for the Twilight Drake to really get the best out of that battle cry. Maybe. It depends on how things play out, obviously. What are you playing?
I wonder.
Acidic Swamp Ooze. Not the best card in the book, in my opinion, but I guess it's doable. I think in my case, I'm going to just play the Arcane Intellect. Get a couple of extra cards, and sacrifice my Haunted Creeper. Get those Spectral Spiders out, and hope he doesn't have an Arcane Explosion. Cannot for the life of me think why you would pick that in an arena deck, though. Unless you're going for a spell power deck, I suppose. I'll get to play out the Twilight Drake next turn. And it'll have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... plus the other one, 6. It will be a 4-6. Not too shabby at all. Could play the other Arcane Intellect and wait 1 more turn, but I think that's stretching it. Alright, he's going for face there. What is he gonna do with that coin, though? Ah, he's playing out a Fairy Dragon. Fair enough. That is okay, though. So I'm going to play out my Twilight Drake now. I think that's the best I'm ever going to get out of that. 4-7. Then I'm going to take out his Ooze. And we'll leave it at that. We'll see what I can do next turn about getting out the Nullifier to protect said Drake.
Blood and plunder.
Less per weapon. But mages don't really use weapons, do they? It's a bit of a peculiar card to pick. But I suppose to each their own. It's going to take out that pirate right away. Won't have none of that tank. He has done some damage to me, but I'm feeling like we have control over this one. Oh, that is a pretty... It's not a very good charge because of the health versus attack ratio, at least in my opinion, but it does get the job done in certain situations, certainly. Alright, let's see if we can play out a couple of smaller cards. Maybe the Snow Chugger. And
What to do?
yes, let's go for the Snow Chugger and the Thralmar Farseer. Get those out there. Then I would like to get, of course, get rid of his Stormwind Knight. Get some board control going. See what he plays out here, though. I almost feel like this would be an opportunity for Blizzard or something similar for him. If he indeed has any of those cards. No, he decided to take out my Thralmar Farseer. Which I am happy. Oh, okay, so he got rid of my Twilight Drake, which is fine. Is that a random? It is a random card. Oh, well, too bad it didn't hit my Snow Chugger, really. Alright. So, I figure we should play out just more minions, really. Now, let's think here. 6 damage between random... Let's attack first, and then we'll play out the Meta Bomber, in case he accidentally kills one of them. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Alright, that's nice. That works. That worked out really nicely for us. I think we took 2 damage and he took 4. Well, we took 1 damage, our Snow Chugger took 1. Alright, obviously he's gonna use his Fire Blast to get rid of our Snow Chugger, and then he's gonna... Aw, man! That random factor, that R&D is not in our favor right now, is it? I'm thinking, since I have cheaper spells, that I'm gonna go on a spell spree here. Put out that, and the counterspell, and the Arcane Intellect. Still have 2 left, which means we can get rid of his Spider Tank. There. And now I also have the Mirror Entity and counterspell out. Not the best card to get the Mirror Entity off on, I will admit. But, 2-4. That, I would have liked that. The piloted Shredder would have been fantastic, but you can't always get what you want, I suppose. I should probably just polymorph his piloted Shredder, but I do feel like I want to just play out my creatures. Maybe I should just Cone of Cold. Yeah, I should Cone of Cold. I should Cone of Cold, because then I can clear the board. Like such. Sure, he'll have his Crocolisk, of course, being a random 2 and all, but I feel good about that move. There you go. And what does he have here that he can play out? Not a Water Elemental. Just a fairly annoying card, I must say. Oh, I counterspelled his... did I counterspell his secrets? I sure did. His Mirror Entity. Nice. That makes me very happy. Alright, let's see. Can we play out all of our creatures this turn? We cannot. But... we can't play out the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. And... let's polymorph his Water Elemental. And then, of course, get rid of these 2 and feed our Flesh-Eating Ghouls damage up by 2. I feel like that's probably the best thing we can do, all things considered. Oh, yes, another Water Elemental. Handy that. Of course, my Suit Spear is indeed going to die from the ever-present Fire Blast. I'm going to just play out a couple more Trogs. And then I'm going to go 1 for 1 here. There we go. That way we have board control again. What are you going to play? Okay, he's got a Warlord. Him playing that Mao is a little bit of a sign of weakness, I suppose. I don't know why he... doesn't actually matter. Oh, there you go. Maybe that's what the oops was. Let's play out this Lord of the Arena. Because that is just wonderful. Let's keep board control here. And let's see what that secret is. I certainly hope it's not... Of course it is! Well, At least we still have board control. We still have the Lord of the Arena, which is a very, very strong card. It's a bit expensive, but it is a 6/5 taunt, which I do enjoy. Oh man, do you have the... what does he have? Flame Strike. I am glad he used the Flame Strike on one minion though. That is very good for me. And now I can play out the Gargoyle, Venture Code Mercenary, and use the little Fire Blast. Alright, I'm feeling good about this. We're yet again in a match where we're up to quite a bit of turns on 10 mana. At least it feels like it. I don't know if it actually is. Alright, let's see what is happening here. What do we get? We get a Fireball, which is pretty cool. Now I think we'll want to do as much damage as possible to him, so I'm gonna use my Fireball on the Sunchugger so I can just go for face here. It feels like the right option here. Wonder what card he got there. He is gonna take out my Gargoyle. Or is he? Oh, Nixia, wow. Holy crap, what a card to pull. Alright. Question is now, should I go for face? Let's see, I can do 8 down. No, I probably shouldn't. That seems very dangerous to me. I should clear as much as I can to keep board control, because I can only do 8 damage. And then he would use his next turn to do quite a bit of damage, so I needed to get rid of at least Onyxia. Man, he is lucky to have gotten that particular card at that time. That was very good timing for him. He can use his minions to knock out my tank. Use all of those whelps. Seems like the good option for him. There we go. At least that's cleared. Still have the issue of the water elemental right there. I'm gonna have to keep attacking it. I'm going to go for face with the Gargoyle, because I don't feel like sacrificing it right now. He only does 1. Okay, alright, Silverhand Knight. It's one of the better cards he could have gotten, to be honest. Took that extra damage. I have a Polymorph, which I can use on, you know, on one of them. Now, I can't kill... I can only kill one of them. So I will take the one I can kill, because I want to negate as much damage as possible. Can't help but feel like this is being stolen from right underneath me. Oh my god. No! I am not liking the turn this game has taken. I will say that much. I'm gonna put up that taunt. Don't expect him to do too much. But at least I'll try. Oh man, he doesn't stop getting them now. I need Flame Strike. I need a Flame Strike. Come on. Do I even have a Flame Strike in my deck? Acolyte of Pain? Out of all the useless cards I could have got. Well, I guess it's not the worst, but...
Well played.
Yeah, I'm gonna die, so...
Well played.
Man, right underneath me. Wow, that is incredible. What a turnaround. I was so sure I had that too. And then he got Onyxia. And then he got the Rust Elemental. And then he got the fucking Knight. Oh man, this game can turn on a dime sometimes. Well, we went 4-1, and then we went 3-0. So we are, or 3-2-0. So now we are 4-3, and we are out of the arena. Let's see what the 4-win key can unlock for us. Hopefully something nice. Ah, we got 3 boxes. 50 gold. Gnomes vs. Goblin pack. And Deadly Shot. That's kind of underwhelming. The Deadly Shot, that is. The other 2 are nice rewards. Let's have a look and see what what's in that pack. Let's see what we get. Exciting. Alright, we got a random, and for normals, we got Puddle Stomper, which is a regular Murloc, a 3/2. Got Druid of the Fang, Battlecry. If you have a beast, transform this minion into a 7/7. That's pretty cool for a 5 card. We got Clockwork Gnome, the Flame Cannon, I've been waiting for that. And our rare is an upgraded Repair Bot, which Battlecry gives friendly mech +4 health. We should look into making a mech deck at some point around here. That would be very, very nice. I have quite a bit of gold. I'm looking to unlock some of the Anax Ramas stuff to get some of those nice cards from there. However, we will leave that stuff to another episode. I hope you had as much fun as I did, and I will catch you next time.